Good morning and welcome. It is my honor to declare this convocation officially convened. Please take your seats. My name is Deborah Gedlin, and I'm the Chancellor of the University of Calgary. And I just want to say how wonderful it is to be in this gymnasium with so many people, graduates, families, partners, spouses, friends, everyone who has supported the journey of our graduates to bring them to this day. We have not been able to gather to celebrate like this since 2019, so please give yourselves a round of applause for being here. So much like when we get on a start with a safety briefing, most people don't pay attention, but we have to do it anyway. But there's no card for you to sort of zone out on. In the event of a fire alarm, please remain seated while we investigate. If an evacuation is required, we ask that you follow the instructions of the ushers and the marshals to the nearest stairwell and exit the building. Emergency exits are located on the upper track level behind me on the north wall and also at the court level. You can also exit the gym on the upper level at the southwest corner. And before we begin, I just would like to note two other things. One is that the wearing of masks is optional, and we support your choice to wear one when you're in the building. Second is that we've decided to keep a new tradition that we started last November. When you cross the stage, instead of shaking hands with me, please lift your hand to touch your cap to acknowledge the platform party. This saves on hand sanitizer and decreases the risk of transmission. Acknowledging our history and traditional lands is an important step towards reconciliation with Indigenous peoples. Today we are gathered together on the traditional territories of the people of the Treaty 7 region in southern Alberta, which includes the Blackfoot Confederacy, comprising the Siksika, Piikani, and Kainai First Nations, as well as the Tsuut'ina First Nation and the Stoney Nakoda, including the Chiniki, Bearspaw, and Wesley First Nations. The City of Calgary is also home to Métis Nation of Alberta, Region 3. I would also like to note that the University of Calgary is situated on land adjacent to where the Bow River meets the Elbow River, and that the traditional Blackfoot name of this place is Mohkinstsis, which we now call the City of Calgary. It's a pleasure to welcome you all here today. And in the spirit of starting something, our Start Something awareness campaign, we're starting a new tradition at our convocation ceremonies. When there are no honorary doctorates being awarded at the ceremony, we have decided to invite an individual who is a leader in their field, someone who brings important ideas and perspectives grounded in their experiences to offer remarks and inspire our graduates. There are many of us here today of a certain vintage who don't remember our convocation speaker or the messages they left us with, and we aim to change that. And today, I'm so excited we are able to welcome John Stackhouse to our convocation ceremonies as our convocation speaker. John is a Senior Vice President in the Office of the Chief Executive Officer at RBC, and I will introduce him more fulsomely later. University President and Vice Chancellor Dr. Ed McCauley and I are pleased to welcome Nancy Foster, representing the Chair of the University of Calgary Board of Governors, members of our Board of Governors, members of our University Senate, members of our senior leadership team, Dr. Terry Balzer, University of Calgary Provost and Vice President Academic, our former Registrar, Angelique Savechko, who is now Registrar at the University of Toronto, executive members of our Students' Union and Graduate Students' Association. Welcome also to our distinguished graduate, Helen Sunderland. And a special welcome to professors and staff from the Faculty of Arts and the Faculty of Graduate Studies. It's just so great to be here together today. We're marking an important milestone for all of you, a milestone made all the more meaningful by the challenges presented by the pandemic and how you had to adjust your expectations for your studies and adapt to new ways of teaching and learning. It wasn't easy studying during a pandemic, and yet you persevered, all of you did, and that's brought you here to where you are today. To our graduates from the Faculty of Arts, you all have an important role to play, one that's never been more needed, because a backbone of the arts is communicating, listening to perspectives and understanding them, even when you might not agree. At a time when our discourses become athletic, someone has to win, someone has to lose. You can help make us less polarized. Being walled off in silos and staying in echo chambers is not helpful, and we're seeing that on a daily basis. But that's not all. As our world becomes more complex, whether because of how we use technology, geopolitical events we're witnessing in real time, or advances in medicine that present unprecedented choices, the disciplines you study are critical to our societal function, societal health, and our overall economic success. You are the translators, the connectors, and you are our future thought leaders. In 1905, the philosopher George Santayana wrote, "Those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it," and the conflict in Ukraine is a real-time reminder of that axiom. To our graduate students, I know how hard you've worked and the challenges you've overcome, and one of the joys of graduate school is being able to work with your fellow students, whether in the same faculty or department, and or elsewhere in the university, and forge connections that you will have for the rest of your careers. COVID significantly compromised that, but I salute your discipline, your focus, and adaptability, and you should be proud of everything you accomplished. One of the reasons I feel so privileged to have held the position of Chancellor at the University of Calgary is the opportunity to be so close to education and the transfer of knowledge, but not to have to write papers or exams, unless it's a convocation speech, and it's always last minute. The university is an environment that I've always been comfortable in, not because I am a perpetual student, but because I spent a lot of time at the University of Alberta campus growing up when my mother was working on her PhD, and later when she was teaching there. My parents were immigrants to Canada after World War II. They came with nothing. They didn't speak the language. But after completing their studies in a new language, English, they both pursued professions as educators. My dad at the Jewish Day School in Edmonton and my mother at the University of Alberta. Education, its value, its transformative power, and the fact no one can take it away from you has infused my life. My parents reminded my brother and I of that reality, having lost so much during the war, and that's why the emphasis was on education. It was their gift to us. But it was our choice, what we decided to do with it. And now you have that gift too. One small piece of advice: don't ever let anyone get away with saying an arts degree is useless. The world is being disrupted everywhere on a daily basis, and today more than ever, we need graduates like all of you who can understand issues from a variety of perspectives, who can communicate, who can reason through the increasingly complex societal challenges and ethical questions we face in today's world. Think of your BA as your Be Anything degree. It will give you access to many different worlds. Use what you've learned, apply it, transfer it, couple it with the resilience you've developed through the pandemic to get to where you really want to be. Along the way, you'll make mistakes. We all do. But those mistakes, they're your teachers. They're not your undertakers. And despite what you feel right now, there's no rush. My dad always used to say to me, "Festina lente," make haste slowly. Sometimes it takes a while to find out where you really want to go, and sometimes that longer road can turn out to be short, whereas that shortcut may turn out to be very long. To the graduates of the University of Calgary's class of 2022, enjoy the journey. Don't be afraid to take the long road, and congratulations. I now invite President and Vice Chancellor Ed McCauley to come forward and address Convocation.
Thank you, Chancellor Yellen. Graduates, honored guests, staff and alumni, welcome to our campus. Good morning. It is so great to be here in person, and welcome to this very, very, very special occasion. I'd like to start by acknowledging something that 30 months ago I never thought I would, that we are here together. The first convocation since 2019, where graduates are joined by family and friends, and I know how much that means. And I know that COVID transformed your university experience. Whether academic, social, overnight, it turned upside down. And I know it wasn't easy, not for you or for your families. I salute your resilience, I commend your adaptability, and I admire your determination. I know that you've been through thick and thin to be here, and I hope it makes your achievement that we celebrate today that much more satisfying. In a few moments, you'll cross this stage to become a graduate of the University of Calgary, moving from student to alumni with one piece of paper. It's a moment you'll remember. The late nights and the stress will all be forgotten because you've achieved your goal, a degree. And every member of our university community honors your achievement, celebrates it. We say this is a place to start something. On an institutional level, we are. But it's on the individual level that starting something becomes much more profound. And each and every one of you are going to do that tomorrow. Because perhaps you'll start a new career or the next step in your academic journey. Maybe you'll start to explore or start your own enterprise. But whatever you decide to start, I have every confidence in you to succeed, because you already have. How each of you arrived here, I know, is different. And as you cross this stage to receive your parchment, know that everyone here is acknowledging your journey, your resilience, and your accomplishment. You will join a family of over 200,000 strong University of Calgary alumni. And like any family, each new member, each and every one of you, makes it stronger. In a few moments, I'll share a few stories from this room. But before I do, I would like to acknowledge Deborah Yedlin, Chancellor of the University of Calgary. This will be Deborah's last convocation as Chancellor, and I want to thank her for her contributions and for being a champion in our community. Chancellor, thank you so much. Given your passion for sports, the students, faculty, and staff here at the University of Calgary have raised their game to a new level during our Chancellor's time here. Earlier this year, we became the youngest university to enter the prestigious top 5 research universities in Canada. We continue to improve the student experience, beating the national average in 7 of 10 metrics. And although we're not the biggest university or the oldest university, the University of Calgary creates more startup companies than any university in Canada, bar none. And you have been a part of this. You have helped make it happen. And I would like to thank you for your contributions during here. Everyone who crosses this stage has achieved a real accomplishment, and the entire university community celebrates each individual achievement. But a few warrant an even more special celebration. Can I please ask Megan Mira to stand and give us a wave? Megan, could you stand and give us a wave? Over here. She's about to receive a Bachelor of Arts in Sociology with honors, first class, no less. Which keeps one busy enough by itself. But she did it while volunteering in our community, volunteering a lot. As a personal disaster assistance responder with Canadian Red Cross and as one of its emergency response officers. She also volunteered at the Centre for Suicide Prevention, where she helped to develop a program to reduce stress in working mothers affected by COVID. And she conducted 2 research projects at the Enhance Lab, one of the benefits of the Special Olympics participation. The other, developing physical activity programs for children living with developmental disabilities. Congratulations, Megan, and best wishes. Russell Copley is receiving a Master of Science in Geography today, and unfortunately, he couldn't be with us here in person. But I did want to salute an important, meaningful project in which he played a major role. The Mapping Our Cities for All project. At first, it hoped to engage mayors of major cities in some healthy competition about accessibility. But it soon expanded, hiring 37 mappers and collecting data on accessibility for more than 13,000 buildings. 13,000 buildings. Well done, Russell, and thank you for your contribution. Lastly, I'd like to ask Grace Kabengla to stand. Grace, could you stand for us? Hi, Grace. Grace is about to be awarded a Bachelor of Arts in Law and Society, again, with first-class honors. During her time at University of Calgary, Grace has worked hard to improve the student experience for racialized and marginalized students. She currently works as an African Studies administrator in the Faculty of Arts, where she was selected as an intern in the Equity, Diversity, and Inclusive Leadership program here at the university. She's the Vice President of Communications in the UCalgary Global Development Society and Vice President of the UCalgary Moot Court Society. She was active in strategic planning for the Faculty of Arts Student Association and in the Sophomore Leadership Program. Please join me in thanking Grace for her contributions and wishing her well. Thank you, Grace. What I love most about my job is coming to a great research university every day. I love great research universities because I love what they do. Since the first one began many centuries ago, they improve the world around them. They make it fairer, healthier, more prosperous. They see challenges and use their knowledge, their research, their scholars, and their students to help make it better. I know that is what these students will do as they start the next phase of their lives. I know it is what all of you will do. You are graduating into a world as uncertain as it has been in my lifetime. You will help shape it, and I hope we have fulfilled our primary responsibility to equip you, our graduates, with the knowledge and skills that will help you navigate these challenging, turbulent times. And I have every confidence that you will, because you already have. Again, I want to salute your resilience. I know you may at times have doubted you'll be here today, but you are, and you will cross this stage to start something new. To each and every one of you, my most sincere best wishes and my deepest congratulations. Well done.
Thank you, Dr. McCauley. It now gives me great pleasure to introduce to you our convocation speaker today, John Stackhouse. John graduated from Queen's University with a Bachelor of Commerce degree, but his first calling was in 1985, but his first calling was journalism. He was bitten by the bug after working as an editor at the Queen's Journal. By 1992, John found himself at the Globe and Mail, and one of his postings included being based in India as the Globe's first development reporter. Coming back to Toronto in the late 1990s, John continued his rise to the Globe, becoming editor-in-chief, and he was my boss when I wrote for the newspaper as the Western business columnist for 5 years, so yes, it's a little strange introducing your former boss. John's career in journalism and being on deadline is firmly in the rearview mirror, but as we grapple with issues of inequality and homelessness today, everywhere in the world, I urge you to search for a series John wrote after he came back from India, where he chose to live and chronicle a week on the streets as a homeless individual for a week. It was published in 1999, and it remains a very, very poignant series to read. He is the winner of several national newspaper awards and the author of 4 books. John is now a senior vice president in the office of the CEO at RBC. In this advisory role, he has the pulse on economic opportunities and challenges in Canada and around the world, helping to inform the bank's response to a wide range of issues. He has been a leading voice for innovation, how we should be responding to the ongoing disruption. Yes, that includes the energy sector. He was very involved in developing RBC's approach on the economic opportunity represented by net zero commitments. And he hosts a podcast called RBC Disruptors, which is also very worthwhile to listen to. John, I invite you to come forward and address the class of 2022.
Well, good morning, everyone. First of all, thank you, President Macaulay, for your leadership, but also for your insightful remarks today. Chancellor Yedlin, Deb, thank you for your leadership of the university here, but also across the country. You're a great friend, a colleague, a truth teller, and a real champion of Alberta and Canada. So we're all lucky to be in your presence here today, but certainly ongoing. And it's a real pleasure for me to be in Calgary. This is I've been coming here for 40 years, and I often call it my second Canadian home because of family roots here. So I'm always excited to get to be here, and it's a special honor and pleasure to be with you today. It's so thrilling to share this wonderful, special moment in the lives of so many lives that are going to shape this decade, this country, this world, and even this century. So, to every graduate, congratulations. You are about to become an alum of one of Canada's and one of the world's great universities. Believe it or not, there are 25,000 universities in the world. About 10% of those are considered high quality. And University of Calgary is regularly ranked in the top 10% of that top 10%. So, to all of you, I don't want to call you one percenters, but in education terms, you're one percenters in the best possible way. You're among the best of the best. So congratulations to each and every one of you. You've earned that spot. Thank you to every faculty and staff member as well who have made this possible, along with every parent, sibling, child, and loved one who prove yet again that education really does take a village. And even to you parents out there who may be a wee bit surprised that you're here today, get over it. They graduated. And you know what, in a way, even for those who are holding your surprise, so did you, so congratulations. This is such a singularly joyful atmosphere, a convocation. It's an ancient recognition of achievement and celebration of what lies ahead. It's so hard not to be joyful. And I'm sure some of you are wondering, why is this guy on stage so upbeat? Doesn't he know what we've been through over the last 3 years, like this pandemic thing? Doesn't he know what's going on outside those doors in a world that seems to have gone totally unhinged, seems to be dancing on a razor's edge? Yes, I get it. I know you should probably have gone with the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse as a convocation speaker. If you just look at any news site in 2020, 2, it kind of reads like the book of Ezekiel in the Old Testament, that old tome with the 4 horsemen of war, famine, death, and pestilence galloping through our lives. It's not Old Testament, it's the news of this year. This is a sobering time. There's a ground war in Europe. There are absolutely unacceptable atrocities and aggressions taking place against the people of Ukraine right now. There's poverty and famine in Africa. There's growing political repression in parts of Asia and Latin America and even on our continent. And on our continent, urban crime is at a 30-year high. Inflation is at a 40-plus year high. COVID is not dead. It may seem like a grim time because it is a grim time to be emerging from the cloisters of a university campus. It may feel like the world out there is not exactly inviting right now. It may feel like the decades ahead of us, the decades ahead of you, your decades, are not as good as the decades that are right behind us. And yet those impressions, understandable as they may be, would be wrong. Yes, the world right now is volatile, divided, and challenged. You know what? It often has been. Maybe it always has been, and it will continue to be. But the world that is yours to shape and inform and influence, that world, in many ways, has seldom looked brighter. I sometimes think that in many ways, there's never been a better time to graduate than right now in 2022. You're entering a country that is largely at peace with itself, and an economy running at full tilt. The baby boom is retiring at a rapid clip. Maybe that deserves a round of applause. And yeah, we're kind of leaving a big mess for you, but also a big swath of opportunity for you to clean it up and make it better. Your generation has just completed a crash course in the future of how the new world of hybrid work and learning and living is going to be. Right now, my team back in Toronto is trying to figure out hybrid working and how to do it. I said to them, you know what, just hire someone from the class of 22, any class of 22, because they figured it out. They've got a PhD in the future, so we need you on board right now. Quite seriously, what you have figured out, this class, is desperately needed out there. So the next time someone asks you for relevant experience, just say, I'm from the class of 22. Next, you've got experience galore that's really relevant to tomorrow, not necessarily today or yesterday. Your generation has also mastered, not perfected, but mastered, inclusion, tolerance, and accommodation. I love watching this generation, being with this generation, because you get those things innately. I hear these words in the corporate sector all the time. I don't see them all the time. That's on you to make it all the time. Put those words on your LinkedIn profile, because those masteries are more and more needed in our country and in our world. It's what I'm sure inspired Calgary's motto, the one in Gaelic on your coat of arms, to I will lift up my eyes. Lift up my eyes. If we lift up our eyes, we'll see what so many are missing out there. It reminds me of that great Netflix film, Don't Look Up. Let's look up. Let's lift up our eyes and see what's all around us. The stuff that scares us, but the stuff that can inspire us too. When I lift up my eyes, I see a generation, this generation, that has a lot of other things going for it. Let's start with time, the gift of time. Look at the people receiving degrees today. This room, this floor. Most of you are going to live to see the year 2100. That's amazing. And you're going to enjoy the start of the 22nd century. Life expectancy is not only growing and getting better and better, the quality of life, especially for those of you who are educated and privileged to be born in a country like Canada, is getting better and better. You're going to see things and shape things that we can't imagine here today. What a better time to be graduating than 2022. Which means you shouldn't be afraid to take chances. The quality of life is getting better, so take care of yourself, and you'll have the rest of this century and some of the next to do extraordinary things. So take chances. Dare to fail. You've got time on your side. That may be the most precious asset that you've got in front of you as you leave today. Your second asset is capital. You're coming into a world that actually has more collective savings than we know what to do with. That's on you. Yes, we have piles of debt, and you're going to have to repay some of that, but there's a lot more opportunity. Every generation takes care of the previous generation's debts and moves it forward. We have even more productive assets waiting for creative and entrepreneurial minds to put to work. Despite the current nervousness, and it's justified out there in the economy, it's seldom been a better time to take risk and to take risk putting capital to work. So be a risk taker. You've got time, you've got capital, and you've got an amazing third asset, which is technology. It's at your fingertips right now, but also as you leave today, because we're in the early phases of what's called the fourth industrial revolution. The first industrial revolution was powered by coal and steam. The second, as you may know, by gas and electricity. The third, the one that got us what's in all of our hands and pockets today, by electrons and computing. The fourth industrial revolution is powered by advanced technologies that sustain and expand themselves, technologies that run themselves, that even think by themselves. The internet, quantum computing, AI, and the metaverse, those are going to be your technologies, your assets to put to work for good. Those advanced technologies are actually in their early days. And they will help you, help the world in all sorts of unimaginable ways. Those technologies are going to require a lot of engineers and scientists and coders. But like in every previous industrial revolution, they'll also require the greatest of human skills, those of critical thinking, of creativity, of collaboration, and of communications, what you've all mastered and is being recognized here today. All of you thinkers and dreamers and critics and creators, you've never been more needed in this age of super advanced technologies, and never had more opportunities to harness our greatest gift, which is our ability to imagine. Machines don't do that so well. You folks do. So start imagining, as you will also enjoy a more open world than most of history has ever known. Yes, we need to be concerned about the advances of autocracy and keep a watch on those every minute of every day, and the threat to liberty that we all must confront, that we all are challenged by. We can never take our liberty for granted, but also appreciate this great asset of openness that is yours to build on. When you leave today, you will be able to say more things to more people in more different ways than most of humanity has ever been able to do. What a gift. Use that for good. Use that for growth. You'll be able to travel to more corners of the world than most humans have ever known. And you'll be the first generation, I'm quite confident, you will be the first generation that will enjoy mass travel to outer space. Think of what lies ahead for you. It's a world of opportunity and of wonder. You'll face extraordinary challenges, of course, but think of the extraordinary gifts of today, of time, decades of it, of capital, financial, but also cultural and economic, of technologies that are smarter, faster, and stronger than any of us, but technologies that also allow us to be smarter, stronger, and faster than any of us could be without them. And that gift of openness, of open borders, and a world of boundless ideas. You know, I wrote a book, as Chancellor Yedlin mentioned, called Planet Canada, because I wanted to explore the world that is around us and how it desperately needs Canadians like you. I wrote it for this generation because Planet Canada is going to be in your hands. The world may or may not need more Canada. That's become a common cliche, but it does need more Canadians. It really needs more Canadians like you. So get out there into the world and start moving it forward. There are 3 million Canadians already out there in the world, living, working, studying. That's 10% of our country. It's like an 11th province. And that is one of our great assets as a country. That's your network to connect with. They're waiting for you, so plug into them. That's what so many great Calgary alum have done over the decades, alum like James Gosling, who left here to go to Carnegie Mellon in Pittsburgh and wrote JavaScript. He created a whole new language that changed the way that the world communicates. Or another alum, Garrett Camp, who went from here to Silicon Valley and co-founded Uber, using imagination to see that we can communicate, that we can trade ideas and commerce differently, more efficiently together. Or other alum like Bob Thirsk, who did what no other Canadian had done when he left this planet and spent more time in outer space than any Canadian before or since. They are the Canadians who explore frontiers and who are not afraid of the horizon. They seek the horizon. And I hope you'll leave here today seeking those frontiers and horizons. So lift up your eyes, pack your bags, and move your feet. The world wants you. The world needs you. When Chancellor Yedlin and I graduated, yes, in another century, that same world, the world that needs you today, was awash in problems. We just didn't have social media to tell us about it every second of every day. There was serious war around us. Poverty, global poverty, was worse than it is today. AIDS was rampaging through our society. There was inflation and unemployment that was greater than today. Nuclear leaks were a reality in the world that we were coming into. And yet that world, then as now, beckoned anyone with an imagination, like all of you. It does today. But imagination on its own, it's really just a pool of ideas. Imagination on its own isn't that useful to too many people beyond the imaginer. What imagination needs is passion and purpose. And if I can challenge you with a question today, it's what is your passion? What is your purpose? There's only one person who can answer that question, and that's you. And there's almost no wrong answer. You don't need to answer it today, but it is a question to constantly ask yourself. I actually didn't ask myself that when I graduated. I had, I think, 4 false starts in my working life after university until I realized that my passion was writing. And I saw my purpose in helping to explain the world to other people through writing and communication. And from there, everything became easy. Didn't matter if it was journalism or banking or anything else. That's where I found my passion and purpose, and I'm able to use that every day. So what is your passion? What is your purpose? Without an hour of formal training, I set out with that passion and purpose to make a career as a journalist. I freelanced, I took on contract work, I moved to different cities. I think I drove my parents crazy because they wondered what I was doing with that university degree in commerce. But I think they also recognized that passion and purpose, and they never doubted or questioned that as I found ways to put it to work. I took that purpose abroad as a foreign correspondent, as Deb mentioned, for the Globe and Mail, living in India and traveling all over Asia, Africa, and the Middle East in a very different pre-9/11 time. But it's where I was inspired to write Planet Canada, because everywhere I went, I stumbled upon Canadians doing remarkable things with that imagination, that passion, and that purpose, often in a very quiet, unassuming Canadian way. They were changing the world, and collectively as Planet Canada, they were making the world better and better. It's what we as Canadians do. So don't let anyone, as you leave today or in the years ahead, shame you with the question, so now what are you going to do? What's next? If you know your passion and purpose, you'll find it. And they don't need to ask the question. Just say, I've got my passion and my purpose. When you leave today, I want you to leave you with a few questions quickly that are better than that question, what now? In fact, these 3 questions I want to leave you with and challenge you with, I hope stick with you from today to that wonderful day in the year 2100. Number 1 is, what did I learn today? And then, what did I give today? And thirdly, what did I gamble today? Because if you know your passion, you'll want to keep learning without limit, giving without question, and taking chances without fear. It's the only way the world and all of us are going to get to 2100, sustainably, peacefully, and respectfully, if we learn, if we give, if we dare. When you look back on today and what got you here, I hope you'll look back with pride and gratitude to maybe a small moment today or in the years ahead when you realize the world isn't a hopeless mess. the world isn't a hopeless mess with you in it. It's in fact a beautiful opportunity that may just need a new generation to set it on a new course. A generation that has the patience of time, the power of capital, the strength of technology, and the spirit of openness. A generation that lives, gives, and dares. Live, give, and dare every day that is given to you. You may even years from now recount that Calgary pledge, the one that inspired you to lift up your eyes. Lift up your eyes. Look upward. Look outward. And lift up your eyes to look inward. And see at each turn the boundless opportunities that will ignite your passion and illuminate your purpose. And that will get us and get you to a special place we call home. That is going to get us through this century, a better century. It's your century. So thank you for including me in this momentous and meaningful day in all of your lives. To every graduate, and yes, to every family here, congratulations. This is a remarkable, remarkable achievement and a gift to all of us for the years ahead. Your century awaits. The university beckons. Lift up your eyes. Thank you.
John, on behalf of all of us here this morning, I want to thank you for those very inspiring words, for your words of hope, for your words of optimism, for your words of encouragement, and the importance of living, giving, and daring every day. We often get very comfortable in our own worlds, and we forget the importance of taking risks. We forget the importance of looking up and looking out, and also looking in. And I know that all the graduates, and I know we all learned a lot this morning from your words, the importance of inclusion, the importance of imagination, not being constrained by that, the importance of connection, and the fact that critical thinking is so important to the future that awaits all of us, and especially the graduates. I want to thank you for being with us today and inspiring us with your words. Please join me in thanking Mr. Sackhouse.
Eminent Chancellor and President, on behalf of the faculties of the university, I present these graduands and those named in the Convocation program who are not in attendance at this ceremony today. I ask that they be pledged and admitted to the University of Calgary degrees that they have earned.
As a graduate of this university, you join a worldwide kinship of educated persons who have earned opportunities and responsibilities of leadership and service in their chosen communities. To recognize this affinity, we invite each graduate to stand and join with the thousands who have gone before you in making the University of Calgary Graduates Pledge. Could all of our graduates please stand? The pledge is not an oath, but is a solemn expression of your intention to apply your learning and experience positively for the widest benefit. I also invite all past graduates of the University of Calgary in the audience and on the platform. Could you please stand to support the newest University of Calgary alumni and help affirm a graduate's obligations and ideals? It is now my pleasure to introduce our distinguished graduate, Helen Sunderland, who will lead the graduate pledge. Helen contributes to the SAP Canada team as a senior leader specializing in sales enablement and support for SAP's analytics and data platforms. Prior to her years with SAP, Helen rose through the ranks at Shell Canada in both finance and IT. Helen is an avid volunteer who contributes her talents generously to the University of Calgary Alumni Association and the American Friends of the University of Calgary. She is a double alumna of the University of Calgary, holding a Bachelor of Music in Composition and an MBA. In addition, she's certified as a CPA, CMA, and CGA. Helen was also the past president of the University of Calgary Alumni Association. Please join me in welcoming Helen Sunderland.
Thank you for the kind words, President Macaulay. And to all of you graduates, congratulations. Let me be the first to welcome you to the Alumni Association. We're there for you. So today I would like to recite with you our graduate pledge. And for those of you who have programs, you will find it on the back cover. And yes, that means those of you who are alumni in our audience as well. Let's recite this slowly and thoughtfully. And before we do, I just want to comment to say that when I was asked to take on this role today, it brought a tear to my eye. I first crossed this stage 35 years ago, and I'm glad to be back with you here today. And I take this pledge very seriously. So let's recite the pledge together. As a graduate of the University of Calgary, wherever my life may take me, I will use my knowledge, experience, and skills to the best of my ability for the well-being of my communities and for the advancement of learning and the public good. I will conduct myself with honesty and integrity, taking responsibility for my actions and respecting the rights, opinions, and dignity of all peoples. I will maintain my competency and keep abreast of developments in my chosen fields. I will strive to better my communities through good citizenship and active participation. I will be a loyal ambassador for my university and will seek to promote its welfare and maintain its reputation. I will honor all who have shared their knowledge with me and will, in my turn, share my knowledge and experience with those who enter my field or come under my direction. In all my dealings, I will endeavor to be known as a person of honor and repute, ever seeking to earn the peace of good conscience. This is my pledge. Thank you very much.
We're having a few problems with the mic, so that's why I keep running back and forth. Just want to say congratulations, you've done it. You are now University of Calgary graduates. Now all we have to do is embarrass you as you cross the stage and receive your diploma, get a picture. So please take your seats and the procession of graduates will commence shortly.
Good morning. My name is Donna Marie McCafferty. I am the Associate Dean Scholarships of the Faculty of Graduate Studies, and I am honoured to be standing in for the Dean and Vice Provost, Graduate Studies, Dr. Robin Yates, who could not be here today due to illness. During their time at the University of Calgary, graduate students not only acquire knowledge through their own learning, they distribute knowledge through teaching, mobilise and translate knowledge through interactions with the community and industry, and most notably, they create new knowledge through their original research. Now, more than ever, we need new knowledge, we need innovators, entrepreneurs, and leaders in every discipline and in every profession. Graduates, you are poised to make a difference in these challenging times. The world awaits you. Whilst all graduate students are registered in the Faculty of Graduate Studies, their academic homes are in their Faculty of Study. As such, it gives me great pleasure to join my colleagues from the Faculty of Arts and my colleague from the Faculty of Graduate Studies, Dr. Mary O'Brien, to honour the recipients of graduate credentials here today. Eminent Chancellor, by the authority of the Council of Graduate Studies, we have the honour to present the following graduates.
And hello. By the authority of the Statutes of Alberta and upon the recommendation of our faculties, I admit you to the University of Calgary degrees you have earned and grant you the rights and privileges, powers and responsibilities pertaining to those degrees.
For the degree Doctor of Philosophy, Samira Samimi. Matthew Sean Shea.
Congratulations, Doctor.
For the degree Master of Arts, Chetna Kundelwal. Winifred Lee. For the degree Master of Fine Arts, Kenzie Houseco. For the degree Master of Geographic Information Systems, Mohammed Abdallah Al-Hanai. Shubrit. Yui Tanagi. Richard Yu Chung Wang. For the degree Master of Music, Giuliani Asioli de Siquara. Violetta Dimitriova. Tara Christine Jameson Stewart. For the degree Master of Science, Deepa Gurung. Clay Jeffrey Weremuth. For the degree Master of Strategic Studies, Marianne Grenji. Eminent Chancellor, that is the graduating class of 2022 from the Faculty of Graduate Studies. Thank you.
Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, Mr. Stackhouse, colleagues, friends and family, graduates. My name is Richard Sigurdsson. I'm Dean of the Faculty of Arts, and on behalf of all of us in the faculty, we congratulate you for this wonderful achievement. And as already been mentioned several times this morning, this achievement is all the more outstanding given the challenges you've faced over these past few years. But we're confident as you go off away from us and into the world that you are carrying the skills, the attitudes, the perspectives necessary to have a wonderful life and probably multiple wonderful careers. Thank you. Eminent Chancellor, by the authority of the Council of the Faculty of Arts, we have the honor to present the following graduates.
For the degree Bachelor of Arts in Art History, Zoe Rain Lirenman Strachan. Jeffrey Scott Murray, with distinction. Karen Quinn, with distinction. For the degree Bachelor of Arts in Communication and Culture, Multidisciplinary, Michaela Ann Esquivel. Herman Alumu Gabriel. Ralph Denzel Fernandez Iluis. Johnson Min Lam. Stephanie Anna Ma. Ona Muhu. Sarah Lynn Nguyen. Courtney Elizabeth Pasco. Juan Rojas. Trevin James Schmunk. Kay Vicente. For the degree Bachelor of Arts Honors in Communication and Media Studies, Afrin Ahmed, First Class. Brennan Corin Chowdhury, First Class. For the degree Bachelor of Arts in Communication and Media Studies, Sophie Tyler Alberts. Chow Nok Bok. Elena Becalio Martins Nogueira. Kelvin James Braun. Wing Yan Chow. Dawit Dajan. Ravjot Singh Dhaliwal. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in Communication and Media Studies, a Bachelor of Commerce, both with distinction, Manatala Elzeri. Feliz Erkman. Hannah Feller. Maya Wendy Maria Furstenwald. Gabriela Maria Gary Chavez. Christopher Eric Garcia. Dania Hamad. Nada Osman Hosseinin. Jared Matthew Halinsky. Anna Hernandez. Jessica Holly Huggins with distinction. Hannah Louise Hummel. Timothy Hunt. Jesse Dawn Jones. Andrei Lapushinsky. Sydney Lehman. Meredith Macasak. Nicole Regnola Mananog. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in Political Science and a Bachelor of Arts in Communication and Media Studies, both with distinction, Ian Thomas McClellan. Dana Malikova. Caitlin Menchenton. Anastasia Pludowski. Rachel Powell. Helani Samaropoulos, with distinction. Browen Jean Sawatsky. Madeline Ray Schwartz. Richard Llewellyn Simon. Natisha Rayanne Souza. Mackenzie Storm. Kumar Sultana. Christiana Maria Thompson. Ana Paula Valdespinos, with distinction. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in Communication and Media Studies and a Bachelor of Arts in Economics, Lucas Rosero Villahermosa. Sarah Walby. Mary Thompson. Taylor Mackenzie Tracy. Kayla Unger. Riley Ashlyn Watson. Betty Wong. Gregory Nathan Worthington. Yo Wu. Nurul Christina Zainuddin. For the degree Bachelor of Arts in Dance, Yuri Kamatsu. Tiara Shantasingh Matusan. For the degree Bachelor of Arts in Film Studies, Riley Parker. For the degree Bachelor of Arts in Geography, Fei Wang, with distinction. For the degree Bachelor of Arts in International Relations, Menuhil Azar. Emily Dawn Birch. Susanna Maria Calderon Ahak. Alexandra Lynn Campanelli. Lara Nicole Chapin. Daria Daston. Camille de Campereau. Claire Bretlin Dixon. Hind Elikaliubi. Nusrat Sanjana Farah. Whoops. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in International Relations and a Bachelor of Arts in Political Science, Danube Ahmed. Chase Brooklyn Friesen. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts Honors in Political Science, First Class, and a Bachelor of Arts in International Relations with distinction, Karen Baba Harrison. Paula Christina Hintz. Isabella Joffrey Camacho. Stephanie Kandich. Henkel Lee. Wahina Lagari. Amanda Faye Leibel. Maria Vivian Lemon. Gabrielle Marina McGowan. Mahole Mariapti. with distinction. Mona Lisa Sabiokana. McKenna Shea Oliver.
Thank you.
Milan Opacek. Donnell Osibi. Alyssa Osman. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in International Relations with distinction and a Bachelor of Commerce, Danielle Chelsea Overdevest. Natalia Paez Campos. Erica Perez Falcon. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in International Relations with distinction and a Bachelor of Arts Honors in Economics, first class, Daniel Clemente Quintero. Laurence Ricard. Catalina Roberts. Mogi Adenike Sarah Alau. For the degree Bachelor of Arts in Music, Farshad Faravar. Vardan Hovakimian. Stephanie Leong. Yen Pham. Jesse Jeffrey Safiolis, with distinction. For the degree Bachelor of Arts Honors in Psychology, Nicole Elise Betts, first class. Sarah Yakubi, first class. Amnish Brar, first class. Catherine Chung, first class. Tasha Christie, first class. Timothy Angelo Deo Curtis, first class. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts Honors in Psychology, first class, and a Bachelor of Arts in Sociology with distinction, Joshua Douglas Davis. Megan Nicole DeGroot, first class. Susan Flynn Lowry, first class. Ariana McKenna Gibson, first class. Harley Keith Harwood, first class. Cale Dorsey Holmes, first class. Jordan Ashley Keogh, first class. Jenny Lee, first class. Priyanka Minhas, first class. Marika Nowalkowski, first class. Julia Mary Elizabeth Pennock, first class. Sofia Perez Segoviano, first class. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in International Relations with distinction and a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology with distinction, Lady Rodriguez. For the degree Bachelor of Arts in International Relations, Natalie Mesa Ruiz. Catalina Gabriela Ryman, with distinction. Sukjot Soroya. Laura Maria Summers, with distinction. Antoinette Shantansley, with distinction. Mariah Tunick. David Waters. For the degree Bachelor of Arts Honors in Law and Society, Tina Dieppe, first class. Chloe Sarah Ann Fraser, first class. Rhoda Fesihe Gebremeko. Chantal Marie Gill, first class. Grace Nkea Kabengele, first class. Ramin Amir. Abigail Adecubi. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in Law and Society and a Bachelor of Arts in Political Science, Caitlin Victoria Armstrong. Belal Ayoub. Brandon Bayless. Morgan Bainham. Raina Bruner, with distinction. Dominic Abjo Kakatian. Christian de Leon Christian. Christian de Leon. Jessica Rose DeVoe.
How am I supposed to follow that?
Spencer Lloyd Draper. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in Law and Society and a Bachelor of Arts in Political Science, both with distinction, Michaela Marie Eastman. Vanessa Frimrez Davila. Jaskirat Singh Gutora. Jotbir Singh Grewal. Giuliano Iavanelli. Vittoria Angela Iavanelli with distinction. Natasha Michelle Ivanov with distinction. Liban Jama. Rabina Ranjita Kumar. Danae Ann Lawrence. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in Law and Society and a Bachelor of Arts in Political Science, Malika Qureshi. Brianna Payne. Stephanie Jade Navis. Amlika Nair with distinction. Bilal Mukian with distinction. Denisa Laliana Mernachai with distinction. Erica Marissa Michelin. Lana Nabil Hussein. Harvir Matu. Peyton Abby Martucci. Anita Malik. Laura McFarlane. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in Law and Society and a Bachelor of Arts in Sociology, Rose Lokiru. Saskia May Livingston. Sukhpreet Singh Ray. Alicia Charlotte Revington, with distinction. Samantha Duke Rigor. Paris Sackley. Sydney Elise Salverda, with distinction. Shireen Sarut. Kaylee Saib. Meghna Sharma, with distinction. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in Law and Society and a Bachelor of Arts in Sociology, Wasim Threya. Annie Toe. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in Sociology and a Bachelor of Arts in Law and Society, Sanila Zakir. Receiving a Bachelor of Arts Honors in Psychology, Valiera Robles Vera. Noreen Sanosa, first class. Gloria Yanita Cisse. Matthew Vitali, first class. Christine Young, first class. Amina Mariam Abki, with distinction. Heather Ruth Adrian, with distinction. Tala Aldigs. Erica Maria Alabado. Erica Le Latido Alvarez, with distinction. Farana Anam. Nu Ibrahim Ashfaq. Sydney Jane Austin. Fatima Nashadali Bata. Alexandra Brad. Devin Briggs Wright. Grayson William Brooks. Cora Dawn Bunston, with distinction. Jordan Lee Berger, with distinction. Natalie Michelle Cadman. McKenna Ray Causey, with distinction. Stephanie Julia Chan. Natasha Lynn Cote. Danielle Marie Cruz. Patricia Isabel Amparo de Guzman. Taylor Ann Featherstone. Carissa Yvonne Fedema, with distinction. Skylar Gagne, with distinction. Jessica Anna Gartner, with distinction. Patricia Sofia Gomez Diaz, with distinction. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology and a Bachelor of Commerce, Samantha Jo Gossetto. Kelsey Sarah Geidinger, with distinction. Sarah Jane Hogan. John Lee. Kendra Lee Lemke. Carl Angel Lorenzana. Christina Lee. Dana Markwell. Nura Mohammed Milad. Sarla Lorraine Mundil. Shekinah Maurice Munoz, with distinction. Joel Alexander Oliviero. Carlos Eduardo Rios. Truth Cecilia Richards. Kirsten Rudiger. Rahad Salama, with distinction. Levente Sarkozy. Catherine Ray Semko, with distinction. Ambi Sidhu. Martin Sroka. Kimberly Dawn Stainthorpe. Alicia Tiberio, with distinction. Paula Vasquez. Caitlin Jamie Vibert, with distinction. Twyla Catherine Whitten, with distinction. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology and a Bachelor of Arts in Economics, Rong Jing. For the degree Bachelor of Arts Honors in Sociology, Delaney Ray Elise. Ashley Irene Isaac. Megan Ayesha Mera, first class. Faith Adigan. Chantel Hannah Agdolpin, with distinction. Gabrielle Romualda Aguirre. Amy Nicole Allen. Lane Catherine Apschram. Aisha Banger, with distinction. Andrea Louise Bautista. Sama Bayram. Jose Victor Maria Dizon Behar. Faith Anlu Talo Bellarmino. Madison Leah Bullock. Paige Callahan. David Rexmidura Chom. Zilke Clausen. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in Sociology and a Bachelor of Commerce, Haley Elena Cleveland. Madison Sidney Cowley. Fiona Sarah Deck. Errol Kate Thomas Denolan. Pawela Ramakala Deris, with distinction. Lauren Downey. Sarah Nabil Elisa. Janet Ezabuala. Jamie Lee. Thompson Lynn Gairns. Kareem Gabriel. Khalid Ibrahim Ghanem. Anugia Gemire. March Gabrielle Great Glore. Ajay Kumar Goel, with distinction. Maria Barbara Guevara. Nessa May Gundren. Michelle Shirley Gua. Lexi Hilderman, with distinction. Fatim Uday Khani. Emily Lynn Cook-Lisson. Simon Kuchmar, with distinction. Teliana Zoe Lee. Taya Saylor Lamar Haverkamp. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Arts in Sociology with distinction and a Bachelor of Education, Anna Elizabeth Liboron. Charisse Lightning Charisse. Charisse Lightning. Megan Lilburn, with distinction. Sarah Zafar Malik. April Lynn Martinez. Heo Pedreo Montero Garcia Davila, with distinction. Maxime Gary Mraz. Ellen Mary Muir, with distinction. Susanna Nye. Michael Newen. Laura Catherine Nicholson. Victoria O'Brien. Michaela Francis Olby. Rupa Ong. Madeline Jade Parkinson. Navneet Fagura. Asin Gadri, with distinction. Allison Rose. Colleen Alexis Saunders. Alyssa Saval. Amrit Kaur Singh. Jaden Matthew Sittler. Emma Sturm, with distinction. Kaylee Mary Sullivan. Tasia Kenzie Thompson. Kevin Dean Jostime. Allison Yuan Toe. Kelly Van, with distinction. Jody Marie Kathleen Villamere. Samuel Guillermo Agustine Sarabia, for the degree Bachelor of Arts in Urban Studies. For the degree Bachelor of Arts in Urban Studies, Angelica Gabriela Becerra, with distinction. Aria Alexander Ajdari. Dondry Bailey, with distinction. Chad William Burling. Winnie Chien Huai Kai. Philip Chan. Ty Richard Christensen. Tiffany Janita Diobald. Kevin Doe, with distinction. Alice Grace Donner. Laura Marie Rose Doyen with distinction. Georges Etienne Fournier. Gail Laura Garden with distinction. Andrew Garrett William Goss. Rafael Thomas Ramos. Ryan Liebel. Carter Shelton. Geraldine Marie Viado. Gabriela Isabel Villarreal Camargo. Jai Yi Wong. Charles Davis Whitby. Rochelle Wong with distinction. For the degree Bachelor of Communication and Media Studies, Emily Celeste Yvette Charette with distinction. Samantha Myers Hugveld with distinction. Brandy Marie Howard. Braden Joseph Ma. Amber Elizabeth Marie Schiffner with distinction. Anna Katrina Torres Serralbo.
I just want to be right in your picture.
Brent Stephen. Jimena Gabriela Rios Avila for the degree Bachelor of Film Studies. For the degree Bachelor of Fine Arts in Dance, Cindy York Ansa with distinction. Caden Olivia Amentado with distinction. For the degree Bachelor of Fine Arts in Dance, Cabri Dawn Beckler with distinction. Emily Marie Ireland. Emily Anastasia Lozier with distinction. Sarah Allison Vanderplug. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Drama with distinction and a Bachelor of Education, Precious Emanuela Apagoma. For the degree Bachelor of Fine Arts in Drama, Kathleen Faith Belyoungen with distinction. Amber Marie Joan Billingsley with distinction. Nicholas Henry Bishop. Allison Bloxham. Emily Lynn Christine Candy with distinction. Christian Patrick Daly with distinction. Katriana Renee Dunn with distinction. Avital Vitalina Fertel. Joyce Medea Cabangeli. Caleb Stephen Monnier with distinction. Joseph Nicholas McManus in drama. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Drama and a Bachelor of Arts Honors in English, the first with distinction, the second first class, Eden Marie Middleton. Amy Sum-On. Jaden Lee Sullivan. Jacob Connor Sunderland. Bailey Kathleen Williamson with distinction. Aaron Zhu. For the degree Bachelor of Fine Arts in Visual Studies, Matt Kagamban Abalos. Mary Adebayor. Enos Amir, with distinction. Megan Belfililo. Ishnor Dillon, with distinction. Elizabeth Frone, with distinction. Genezareth Vera Haveria, with distinction. Sylvain Stephen Jolly. Rihanna Kazan, with distinction. Cameron Nodrick, with distinction. Kimberly Megan Obleens, with distinction. Zara Sadoy Yoranda. For the degree Bachelor of Music in Integrated Studies, Jocelyn Johnson. For the degree Bachelor of Music in Performance, Catherine Emily Butcher. Brett Richard DeRoche. Jerome Gabriel Harley, with distinction. Margaret Kristen Hornet, with distinction. Nicholas Luzzy, with distinction. For the degree Bachelor of Science in Earth Science, Victoria Ann Lofthouse. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Science Honors in Geography, First Class, and a Bachelor of Science in Natural Sciences with distinction, Bailey Catherine Knapp. For the degree Bachelor of Science Honors in Geography, Sterling James Sinclair. For the degree Bachelor of Science in Geography, Avery Beckson. Ryan Joseph Gagnon. Ethan Joel Jerome, with distinction. Joanne Mack. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering and a Bachelor of Science in Geography, Nidia Baraka Mohano. Alexandra McFadgen. Kylie Nicole Thibault. Hing-Wei Wong. Alexandra Zabarka with distinction. For the degree Bachelor of Science Honors in Psychology, Daniel Lewis Andrico, First Class. Jessica Gloria Bear, First Class. Afsa Dawood, First Class. Brianna Christine Henry, First Class. Nicole Carol Larson, First Class. Alexandria Kirsten Lazochuk, First Class. Harmeen Kaur Mander, First Class. Kara Yolanda Neumeyer, First Class. Stuti Patel, First Class. Haley Elizabeth Schmidtler, First Class. Megan Harmander Kaur Shackle, First Class. Catherine Claire Short, First Class. Roshni Sohel, First Class. Rayla Faye Tiemann, first class. Andrew Koch-Antran, first class. Lauren Ann Waisei Chong, first class. Ishma Safar, first class. Shams Al-Jabori. Brooke Anderson, with distinction. Salvador Arellano. James Hanna Burizik. Anna Marie Borquin. Nicole Page Boyle. Riley Christine Brander. Amber Kaur Brar, with distinction. Zohair Butt. Brendan Tanner Bullich. Abigail Agnes Crasto. Shannon Therese Lim Diocampo. Chantal May Fabelina. Lorraine Frills. For the degree Bachelor of Science in Psychology and Anthropology, with distinction, Hannah Maria Fuchter-Field. Jessamy Gamboa, with distinction. Madeline Gomes. Angela Denise Granada, with distinction. Madison Elizabeth Marie Hodgins. Janvi Igavarapu. Bianca Ariel Jacob, with distinction. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Science in Cellular, Molecular, and Microbiology, and a Bachelor of Science in Psychology, both with distinction, Nakia Gail Kamaki. Priscilla Lazarago Nunez. Gabriel Angelo Castro Mariano. Nabiha Nadim, with distinction. Jacob Olmsted. Brooke Noel Paya, with distinction. Alvia Adele Smith. Receiving 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Science in Psychology and a Bachelor of Science in Biological Sciences, both with distinction, Juliana Tigalar. Sophia Tran, with distinction. Erica Freya Treitler, with distinction. Galen Sao. Muskin Kaur Verk, with distinction. Aisha Zafir.
So she's rewalking. Can you show her the degree? A Bachelor of Arts in Communication and Media Studies with distinction, Meredith Grace McIsaac. Thank you.
Receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts in Communication and Media Studies with distinction, Merida Graith McIsaac. Eminent Chancellor, that is the graduating class of 2022 from the Faculty of Arts. Thank you.
This ceremony is first and foremost a celebration of your success, and clearly you are an impressive group. But we're now at the point in the ceremony where we want to honor some of our graduates for special recognition, students who have excelled in their studies to the point where they're singled out as a medal winner. The details of the medals we are awarding at this ceremony and the names of the medal winners appear on page 32. Eminent Chancellor, it is my honor to present to you, the President, the Platform Party, graduates, and everyone else assembled here today, the following medal winners. Our first award winner is the recipient of the Faculty of Arts Gold Medal, Jenny Lee. Jenny is graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology honors. Throughout her degree, she worked as a research assistant at the Organizational Behavior and Interpersonal Influence Lab. Jenny is excited to continue to pursue her passion of conducting research in academic and applied fields. She also looks forward to building upon her honors thesis, which explored anxiety reduction intervention and applicant behaviors in asynchronous video interviews. Congratulations, Jenny. Yeah, you can. Next, the recipients of the Faculty of Arts Silver Medallions are awarded to the following graduates. For art, Kimberly Oblinis. For go ahead. Sorry. For geography, Rochelle Wong. For political science, Laura Summers. For psychology, Megan DeGroot.
I want to thank everyone for coming to Convocation and supporting our graduates. And I also want to say, you might think every convocation's the same, but it isn't. Every convocation is different. The energy's different, the enthusiasm is different, and the joy is expressed differently. And what we just saw with everybody standing to congratulate the graduates warmed my heart. It made me full of joy and emotion because this matters. And you're all here and you showed how much it matters. So thank you for showing how important today is to all of us. There's a Yiddish word that's called, it's verklempt, and it means overcome with emotion. And that's kind of how I felt just now. So just take that word with you when you leave, verklempt. Anytime through your journeys, when you feel overcome, that's the word. It's onomatopoeic, it's a great word, it's got lots to it, lots to hang on to. I want to congratulate all our medal winners, and I want to thank our convocation ceremony for the music that was provided. I also want to thank John Stackhouse for those very inspiring and uplifting words that he offered to our graduates. I would like to thank our pipers, Marianne Houston and Alf Miller, the singer of the national anthem, Katie Filson-Lau, Rod Hunter for the honor song, and the U Calgary Jazz Combo. Special thank you as well to all the faculty, staff, and volunteers who have worked so hard behind the scenes to make today's convocation unfold smoothly. To our graduates, throughout this ceremony, we have recognized your years of dedication and commitment to your studies and extracurricular activities. You've worked hard, and we're so proud of all that you've accomplished, as is everybody who's come here to support you today. Today is a day of celebration. Today is about you, not just because you're now officially a University of Calgary graduate, which is a distinction you'll carry with you for the rest of your life, but also because this is our first convocation with family and friends since 2019. So take lots of pictures and don't just leave them on your hard drive or on your phones. Print them out, frame them, make sure you have a memory to look at and think about and reflect after you leave the gym today. One housekeeping note before we depart. I would like to ask the graduates to exit from the floor, up the bleacher stairs to the track level, after the academic and platform parties make their way to the back of the gym. All audience guests, please remain in your seats until the procession is over, and you may then join your graduates upstairs. I declare this convocation closed. Please stand for the departure of our processions.